block. Block, 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 block. Block on the Twitter, block on the Instagram, block on the WhatsApp, block on the block. Hi. YouTube, how are you? I'm good, thank you. It's been a long time. It's been a freaking while. I mean, the last time I made content for you guys was last year. Like literally, was it last year or last? No, it was 2 years ago. Oh my word!
Wow.
Shit. Like this feels so freaking weird, but I'm back. I promise you. I know I'm always saying I'm back, but this time I'm really back for like, yeah, I'm back unless something happens to me, which God forbid something does. So I thought as like a little bit of, you know, an icebreaker for all my 55 fans. Is it 50 or 55 subscribers? Guys, we're still very low on subscribers. I don't know. Like, I know I've been gone, but like, I expect like magically, you know, spiritually, my subscribers will go from 55, 50 to like skyrocketing. But I'm back, babes. I'm back. Since I don't have that much, like a big of fans, and a lot of you really don't reply when I ask you questions. Hey, I guess it works both ways. Like, yeah, but yeah, whatever. I asked AI to generate for me 10 questions to ask you guys on YouTube. Wait, I asked AI to generate 10 questions that you guys would be interested in asking me or finding out. So in this book holds all the 10 questions I'm going to be talking about. I thought just an introduction again after again it will be a little bit boring. So I was like, you know what, let me check if the camera is on. It happens like from time to time when you're recording and then the camera is not on. But yeah, let's see what we have. Right, first question generated by AI. Just gonna pretend as if this was from a fan, a subscriber. What's been going on? You've been MIA from YouTube for a while. I mean, yeah, that's true. I'm very bad at consistency. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna tell you and say, oh no, I'm very bad at consistency, babe. If it's not being consistent, if it's not being consistent, then it's something else happening in my life. So basically, 2 years ago, what was happening? Like a lot happened, guys. A lot happened. No, it actually wasn't 2 years ago. It was like last year, in between last year, that I like spoke with you guys. I guess after that I've just been really busy. Hey, college is very stressful and it's very, you know, demanding from time to time, but not too demanding that you can't have some separate hobbies, which again, I'm not trying to like come up with excuses about why I've been offline. First, I wanted to like get a really good picture and video quality for you guys, and we did that. Shout out to my dad for getting me an iPhone so that we can finally make this beautiful content that we were supposed to do. You know, I promised you guys, and we did it. So one of the things that I had, like, I started journaling. No, not really, but like writing my goals. Each year I write goals that I want to achieve, and those goals were getting an iPhone for good picture quality and video quality. Well, that's checked. Getting into a good university or varsity, check. Getting into law, check. Passing my modules with distinctions. Although I didn't get like for my this is gonna be a next video. Although I didn't get all like distinctions, I still passed really well, and there was just one module that was giving me stress, but then I did a sub and I ended up passing. I gained this for another video, but that's part of the reason why I couldn't continue with my content creation, because you know, you don't want to reach out to people when you yourself, you're not feeling in your best place. Like, you know, you don't want to see me very down. You want to see the lovely Patience, you know, the up and about. But yeah, that's to answer your question. That's basically pretty much it. It was lack of consistency, and just my life was just crumbling down because of that one module that needed me to be. Oh, yeah. Second question, how's life as a law student? Is it what you expected? Well, life as a law student is, it's okay. It's okay. It's not like high school, guys. High school was shitty. My high school years were not the best. But varsity itself is good. It's a good place for a teenager to be, you know. It's very open and there are a lot of things to do. But focusing on like the law life, last year I was doing business management, which I passed and I graduated. I don't have, because I got a new phone, so most of my videos are lost. But if I can get one, I'll put it in the clip here. And if I can't, but I just put pictures so that you guys can see. So I started being a law student this year, and so far so good. I got a distinction in my, because we're not yet that far from this year. So in my first block, I got a distinction in introduction to law. So I think, yay, I think I'm doing pretty good. I don't know, I think I'm doing okay. I think so far as a law student, it's not, the law itself, it's not draining. No, I'm lying actually. It is draining, but it's not bad. It's not bad. I can handle it, you know. And I just finished this blog, waiting for my results, which I think are gonna come next week or next week. And I think I did pretty good there too. The blog that I'm scared of is next blog. Yo guys, economics, accounting. I hate, if you know me, you know that I hate anything that has maths in it. I'm really bad at maths. You know that thing of like how your right brain is dominant than your left brain, or left brain is dominant than your right brain, that kind of thing, where this part of the brain is for artists and whatnot, this part of the brain is for like mathematicians, you know, doctors and whatnot. I think that artistic brain is the one that works more. I'm more of like, I want to do things myself. I want to find, you know, very open, artistic, and I just want to find solutions to a lot of things. I don't want you to tell me that there's only like one solution to stuff, for example, which is maths and basically economics, so, and accounting, which my mind does not work like that. So last year, one of the modules that I told you about that had me stressed. I've never done economics. I've never done economics in my life, but that wasn't a module last year. The module that caused me stress was bookkeeping. Bookkeeping is part of the topic in accounting, which is part of the modules in business management. And mind you, I've never done accounting in my life, so it was a really rough year. I failed, I think, like 2 times, but you know, I conquered and I came back strong. You know, yeah, that is it. And the other part of the question is it what you expected? Yes and no. I feel like I expected, you know, the work is what I expected, but I think I watched too much of I'll Tell You Who I'm Who, if you know the K-drama, and Suits. But it's not why I got into law, because I started watching Suits when I was already doing law, so which is really nice, you know. I really like the characters, Loose Lit. I like that guy, and Mike, and oh my god, who's that guy? One of my favorite actors, what's his name? Harvey Specter. This is life, and I'm up here, you know. I don't know how it goes, but yeah, I aspire to be just like that guy. Yes. In class, they once asked me who's a role model. I was like, Harvey Specter. He's not a real guy, but like anyone would want their life to be like that. But yeah, it's not what it's 50-50. You know, I thought maybe we'll be dressing up a little and having some debates and whatnot. Maybe in 3rd year, I don't know. But I've seen some law students doing that, and there are some moot courts, which basically is like a simulation of court appearance. I don't know, as an attorney or a representative of, you know, all that stuff, where you get to dress up, and it sounds interesting and nice, but it's pretty daunting and like draining. So yeah, 3. What inspired you to start a YouTube channel, and what made you take a break? Honestly, a lot. Not really. I don't know. It's kind of like asking me why I think the way I think. I really don't know. I feel like at some point everyone dreams of having a YouTube channel and just being successful through that, but of course not everyone succeeds. So it's just that thing. I won't say I grew up watching YouTube, you know. Just a few years ago, I think I started being like, you know, consistently watching YouTube in like grade 10 or 11, I think, between there, which was like 3 years ago or something. Oh my god, I'm old now. So yeah, I started watching vlogs. People, you know, they're not, the funny thing about YouTube is you'll be watching someone and they're not doing something really interesting, they're just showing you their day-to-day life, but for some reason the content is like interesting, which I hope to be like that. And one of the people that I really liked was Mayfam. I hope I'm saying her surname right. She is, oh my gosh, her life is like consistent, right? But these days she hasn't been consistent, but I don't blame her because her content is top notch, you know. She's just a young woman who lives in a penthouse. Well, she does live in a penthouse. I don't know what they're called, but I aspire to be her when it comes to content creation. She doesn't do a lot of things. I mean, yes, she travels, which I don't think I have the chelete to do that, but she talks a lot, and when she talks she's very clear, and I love her voice. And it doesn't matter what she's doing, she can be just like getting ready with me to clear out my room or clean it or like make it cluster free, and you'll just be there for like a good 20 minutes because you just love hearing her speak and how her day was and whatever drama is going on in her life. So I'll put it down below if you guys are also interested. She's really fun to listen to. Other type of videos that I used to watch were like pranks and whatnot. I used to love sipping gin and juice. You got me sipping gin and juice, yeah, sipping gin and juice. Yeah, but unfortunately they broke up like a year or 2 years ago, and well, you know, that's life, and their channel has never been the same again, but it was good while it lasted. So those kind of things, you know, inspired me to have my own. I wanted to have someone, because you know, sometimes when you're not having a good day, when you're like feeling shitty, you just hop on there and then you see one of your favorite YouTubers has just released a new video, whether it can be those type of videos like Mr. Beast, Sidemen, whatever it is. You can just see, oh, they posted, and you go there and suddenly your mood is uplifted and you feel so much better because your favorite people just posted something that you could watch and take out all the stress away from you. So that's the nice thing about YouTube, and I wanted to be someone like that to somebody else, some people else, hopefully, where they could just come to my page and be like, oh my god, I'm so glad she posted. I wanted to hear from her, I wanted to hear her voice and how her life is and whatnot. I'm still figuring out what I want to be posting about, but I think as time goes on we'll see what my niche is, like we'll see what my calling is, you know, what exactly I'm supposed to be posting about. And then the other part of the question is, and what made you take a break? I think we've already cleared that from the first question of why I took a break, lack of consistency, and you know, like. 4. What's your favorite topic to cover in your videos, and will you be focusing on law related content? I don't know. I feel like I really don't know. Like I said, I don't know. What's your favorite topic to cover in your videos? I don't have a lot of videos to have a favorite topic to cover, but one thing I would really love to venture into is like, you know, fashion, become your fashion inspo, you know. I just want to be guys, I want money. You know, when you have money I can travel. My favorite thing to do in content creation will be traveling. I just take you guys with me to Dubai, let's go to London, let's go to the US, like let's go. Like Masambeni. But unfortunately I'm a broke as college student. Yeah, that would be definitely my favorite topic. But also, like I said before, I want my YouTube to be somewhere the girly pops, anyone can just come into and just feel excited to watch if they're feeling depressed, or even if they're feeling happy. You know, my videos shouldn't be, you know, only useful to you when you're feeling sad, but someone that you would love to see pop up for your notifications. The next question is, how do you deal with criticism or negative comments on your videos? Like I said before, I'm not really that big to even have negative criticism, but I have gotten some comments and like some criticism from like my friends on WhatsApp, where and it's not negative, but it's like sometimes they will tell me, oh my god, your content or your video was so good, but try to do this, change this, maybe this would be more nice, or maybe people like this more, and stuff like that. I don't know, but so far I haven't had any negative comments. But if you want my advice on how to deal with negative comments, I would say block on the Twitter, block on the Instagram, block on the WhatsApp, block everywhere. Okay, you don't want to deal with negative. There's enough stress in people's lives. You don't want to deal with negativity in your life. You don't want to deal with some wet rat just coming out of your comment section and be like, oh, why you look like that, or your thing is sucks. I don't get people who put hate comments, because like, if you're doing this, then it means your life is much worse than whatever you're writing there. Like, are you hearing me? Just ignore them, man, or block. Focus on the good stuff and leave the bad stuff. Yeah. Next question. Oh yeah, part of the wait, in question 4, it was saying I missed one part. And will you be focusing on law related content? I don't know if you guys will be interested in that, me focusing on law related content. If you like, then comment down below. But I know you guys are really inactive. Like, I bet some of you just don't even make it half the video to even know if what I'm talking about. But if you would love to do that, then I would be happy to tell you and put you on my journey of becoming a corporate lawyer and a corporate attorney. Just tell me if you're interested or not. What are your plans after graduation? That's a good question. I don't know. I feel like for everyone, if you go through school and university, it's kind of already planned. It's like after university, then of course I'm just gonna go look for a job for what I studied for. I mean, I don't know, I wish life was all rosy and I could just open a bakery and a cafe, shop and just live my life. But yeah, that's not how life is. So fortunately, I have to get a job. Hopefully I can get a job in as a corporate lawyer or an IP lawyer, attorney. Like I said, life doesn't always head the way you want it to. So who knows, maybe when I'm done with all my studies, you'll find me as the next president. I'm joking, but like, what I'm saying, like, maybe you'll find me, I'll actually have my own coffee shop or my own art gallery, or I'll be in estates, or I'll be in finance. I don't know how I'll reach finance because I already hate dealing with money. But it's unpredictable. But where I would love to see myself is as a successful young woman who owns a company, or maybe a law firm, and just traveling. Yeah. That's where I see myself, or basically my plans after graduation. But being on a more realistic term, after graduation, I'm just gonna try my best to find a job and just, find a job. Question number 8. What's the most interesting thing you've learned in your law study so far? I think the most interesting thing I've learned in my law studies is did you know that a minor can get married? Like, so basically, if you're over the age of puberty, which is 13 for girls and 14 for boys, you can get married as long as you get consent from your legal guardian or parent, but you can get married. And if they say no, we don't want, whatever, you can literally go to, is it the High Court or something, like the child welfare, a person who basically deals with like children in court, and will basically all those type of things. But that was interesting. You can get married when you are a minor, when you're below the age of 18, and when you are 13 and above for girls, 14 and above for boys. So that's an interesting fact. If you wanted to get married in a young age, well, then you could have gotten married. Yeah. Yeah. Next question, number 9. Are there any new projects or collaborations in the works? Well, there's actually something a friend got me into. It's called the Heart Avenue Association. Shout out to Tabitha. It's basically where we advocate for women in need and children in need, women and children that need help in society, that need taken. Basically, it's still small. We're not doing something like we can't change the world in just one snap of our fingers. So it's just us helping women and children where we can and how we can. So I recently joined. She's the how do I say it? I really don't want to say a lot of information, because I myself still am not 100% sure how it goes, because I just started. Like when I say I just started, this was like yesterday or the day before. Yeah. So that's something that's going on. I'll tell you guys if something pops up, or if you're also interested in helping, you can just tell me in the comments below and I'll get you hooked up. And yeah, in the near future, hopefully, I pray that it becomes something big that can help both women and children, live their life to the fullest. And the last question, what advice would you give an aspiring YouTuber or content creator who are just starting out? Well, I really don't know. Like I said, I suck at content creation. I mean, I think you can tell. Not in a sense like my content isn't great. I feel like each and everyone has their own content, but in the fact that I'm trying my best to be consistent. That's one thing. I think that's one goal I've set myself to achieve this year, is to be consistent in whatever I put my mind into. So yeah. The advice I would give to any YouTubers out there, like I said before, I'm small, I'm not that big, so coming from me is kind of funny, but nonetheless I am still doing it. So I would say, be you, boo. Don't try to copy somebody else's work. And I'm not saying like don't learn from other people, or don't see how other content creators do it, but I'm not saying do that, but rather like look at what they do and see how you can make it yourself, like make it your own way, like make it you and not that other person. Do you like what I'm trying to say? Like that's one thing. Basically, have your own personality, be you. At the end of the day, it doesn't matter what you do, as long as you are you, and people will love you for who you are. So that's nice. That's a bonus. And also be consistent. Don't be like me. Be consistent, please. If you have a good picture of, if you have an iPhone, because at this point an iPhone is only, and a Samsung, like those really freaking expensive Samsungs, or a Canon camera, that works. Pick it up and go make content wherever you can, wherever the road or the wind takes you. Just go do it. Yeah, that's basically my advice for you. Just don't be shy, don't be scared. Everyone is new to something. If you look at someone and be like, wow, they're so freaking big, ask yourself how they got there. They probably started with zero they did start with 0 subscribers and eventually worked their way up. So yeah, don't be scared, don't be shy. Start and you will be great. You'll be amazing, and who knows, you'll be looking back and be like, I was once there with your 1.5 million subscribers. But yeah, I think that's it for the video. Those were all the 10 questions that AI generated for me to pretend that you guys actually asked them. But if you want to know more about me, you can just ask in the comments section below, and please don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment. Okay, to give me a little bit of motivation to be consistent with you guys. But anyway, that was all. Thank you. Bye. See you next time.